Hello guys, welcome to JRTV Hawaii in search of a great marriage, new ideas, and world peace. And guess what? Today I want to take a second look into the realm of relationships, sexuality, some cultural phenomenon, and this is an embellishment upon my myth busting, because there are some things in society that are points that are made that I feel are really need to be reviewed in the hopes for a more peaceful society, and that's really the aim. The aim is peace, joy. And by the way, that last song was not the best song, but I'm listening to ZZ Top, and we're gonna kick it into gear here. I'm going over this fucking mountain, all right? And I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm gonna try and make 15 points. Let's just do this. So, you know, there's a saying that says the future is woman, and I believe that is implying that there's a problem with the way men do things. There's a fault in the approach, and so my idea is that because women have, like, because the vaginas look so similar, it's like lesbianism really is an ultimate thing, because it's more subtle, it's more erotic, it's more, you know, it's not as shall we say, dominant and aggressive. And I'm not saying that a perfect world would be a world with only women and no men, but here we go. We're going to Honolulu, baby. Let's do this. All right, here we go. But I'm here to suggest, guys, that, you know, we live in a world where people, you know, people need to respect each other, and they need to be free of the tension. Holy fuck, can't even see out of this fucker. Free of the tension that we, oh my god, I can't even fucking see. Fuck. Fuck it. Here we go. No hydroplaning. Alright. So, yeah, we need to, holy fuck, man. Look at me, man. Look at me. Look at these fucking mountains, man. What the fuck is going on here, guys? Come on. Talk to me. Alright, so pornography, right? So what happens in pornography is it's just an overemphasis on breasts and penis, right? And I've already explained that the optimal sex organs would be a smaller penis and a smaller corresponding vagina, because it would allow for less focus on the sex organs, and more and less focus on pleasure, and more focus on the people who are connected to them. Just like my contention with breasts, right? Breasts, it's like a psychological burden. It kind of makes you think about, man, look at this fucking view. It just makes you think about sexual things all the time, and you want to restrict that to the bedroom, you know. So obviously people can cover up and wear looser clothing, but I do think the exception is the, like, yoga pants that put an emphasis on the vagina, and I think that's so important. Like, in society, that's what we should be doing. And more so for married women, they should be showing off more, because, and like, I think married women should be the only strippers, because think about it for a second. Well, there's no tension, there's no sexual tension if they're married women, because they're just showing off the art of the human body, as opposed to single women who I don't think should have the privilege, okay, to wear sexy clothing and like have sexy hair. You know, I feel like we need to put a combination of a wholesomeness on sexuality and a realistic point that, you know, you got to focus on something. So it's better to focus on the vagina, you know, this whole breast and penis culture. Let me explain it. So it's all this emphasis on, like, some people are more attractive than others, and it confuses things. What we need clarity, and clarity comes when you realize something. You realize that, you know, all this drama of, you know, like often it used to be men, and in fact, yeah, men make these penis references, but oftentimes men making breast references, and it was rude because it was misogynistic. It was like teasing women and saying, oh, their breast size. And now women are doing the same thing to men, but it's never just, violence is never justified. Mean-spiritedness, and like some people make these references, penis breast references in public, and what it is it's just an indication. They might be referring to what they like sexually, but nobody wants to, you know, hear people's personal sex lives, and it's just body shaming. So again, many people have many different priorities in terms of, do they want, what type of physical and mental characteristics do they want a person to have? So I'm not saying that I'm an authority. These are my opinions, but the facts is that, you know, if we're going to be respecting each other as a society, we need to make a focal point of the vagina and to celebrate it, you know, and yeah, I mean, we're talking about fantasizing here, right? In fantasy, I find that it's better to, instead of watching porn, it's better to fantasize about real women that you see, that there may be like hints of a mutual, you know, mutual interest together. And like I said, like you know, I think you get a, like, it's just too much. It's too much to think about, like, breasts and penis and all this pornography and unlimited access to everything. Like, it's not subtle enough. And another serious point that I make is that masturbation, right? It's something that you know, it's something that you have to do in order to engage in self-control, but also it's something that you don't want to, you know, be just always in your life, right? You want to go to the next chakra after you've activated the second chakra, be it once or twice a day. So in conclusion, oh, by the way, also points on the gender segregation. See, what that allows for is it allows for people to be more magnetism. Like, you would think that people would be more attracted to each other if men and women exercised together, they did massage therapy on one another, they sat next to each other, they were in the same work and educational environments and recreational environments. But guess what? It's the other way around. It actually makes people numb to the subtle things, like the smell of women menstruating. It's like a human flower. You know, when I was in high school, I found that I didn't notice that scent, but out of high school, I find that I notice it, and I don't have any bias towards the LGBT, but I think that this commingling of the sexes, it might make people turn into, you know, LGBT, and because that stuff is like varied. People don't think like it's like, yes, I think that you're set in one way once you know, hit puberty, but I think that's influenced by the environment. Like, I think men should raise boys. I think women should raise girls, and men and women should be labeled as men and women once they hit puberty, because they need to be held accountable for themselves and, you know, handling their responsibilities, contributing to wherever they are, and of course managing their sexual desires via masturbation. So, continuing on, right? All of this is to say that we need to, you know, it's not that I am biased against people who, whatever their sexual interests are, it's just that it needs to be understood that the pussy is politically correct. It needs to be celebrated and made a focal point of society. One, and two, when people say stuff like they don't like marriage, or they don't agree with me in terms of, you know, they think it's okay to make these references that are kind of like body shaming, and it also brings up the idea of sexual organs, like the size of a men's penis, size of a men's vagina. Like, I don't want to think about that, and I don't care to. You know, when I go around in public, like, let's say for example I see, like, whatever, like a couple, you know, guy, woman, maybe the guy's black, whatever, and there's all this like hype about black guys, whatever their penis size, but I don't care about, and I don't want to talk about, you know, men's penises. This is only like a for points of reference and technical discussion right now. Like, this is not how I talk on a regular basis. The way I do talk is I want good for men and women, and I look at them and I want them to smile. And, you know, envy is only when you see somebody misusing or abusing their body. They're using it to seduce others. Their money, they're using it to manipulate others. You know, we gotta respect each other, guys. We gotta care about each other, and the way that you do that is, oh, fuck, where am I going? Where the fuck am I going? All right, here we go. Alright, the way you do that is through, like, everything I've just said. And if people have a contention, they disagree, you say, you know what, I disagree, and I don't think I'm better than you, I'm just different. And instead of saying that they're rude, just say, I don't feel comfortable with, you know, you making references to penis or breasts. It's just not something I want to hear. And that way, you're not saying that they're rude or perverted, although they might in fact be, but rather you're just you know, defining yourself by marriage and celebration of the vagina, the sacredness of it, and, you know, that's the one thing with COVID, man. Fucking strip clubs gotta reopen with full service, baby. And I'm not talking about fucking touching. I don't want to touch a woman. That's another big point I make. I don't want to fucking be socializing with women. I don't want to touch them. I want to look at them. Alright, I don't want to seduce them, flirt with them. That's all half-hearted queer bullshit. Alright? True passion, alright? Fucking truly passionate people don't let anyone touch them or their dream mate. Alright, all this talk about, oh, this guy is cheating on this woman because he thinks a woman's more attractive, or woman likes a guy because he's whatever than her husband. That's not cheating. The guy's just not their dream mate. Their dream mate, only life partner, alright? So we need to not define each other by these terms like marriage and boyfriend, girlfriend. It's just half-hearted, confusing nonsense. So there I make my point. Thanks for joining me. I think that was about 15 points. But again, this is good stuff. It's all about the celebration of humanity, and we can all celebrate women, can we not? Are we excited for the end of COVID? And I am not gonna fucking pay $150 to, I don't want a fucking lap dance. That's what they're doing. They're opening and motherfucking, the women are hostessing. Like, hostessing. What the fuck do I want to talk to a woman for? I want to look at a woman. If I want to fucking look at a woman, I go to the fucking beach. But they're not showing enough off. You know what I'm saying? So, remember guys, it's about skin. At the end of the day, if you feel you're concerned about your body, well, you can invest in other people's bodies by investing in other people, couples that you find attractive, and they having babies, and you not having your own children. And the fucking you can also do is realize that skin is the most attractive thing. So exercise, coconut oil on your body every night, kneading the body, kneading the muscles, self-massage. Alright guys, this is JRTV, baby. This is the fuck I do, man. I uplift people, I provide clarity and alternative views on the social engineering of the way we do things in culture, and an emphasis and celebration upon something we can all celebrate, which is as good as it gets, which is the woman's body and her vagina, which is the human flower. Aloha guys.